When visiting Dubrovnik, you can buy a standard city walls ticket, which give you access to walk the Old Town walls about 2 kilometers and includes one entry to the Lovrenac Fortress, the Rector's Palace, and many museums. Lovrenac Fortress is one of the most iconic landmarks in Dubrovnik. Perched dramatically on a 37-meter-high rock just outside the western walls of the Old Town, it overlooks both the Adriatic Sea and the city's historic harbor. It features 10 large cannons, historically used to protect the city. Built in the 11th century, with major reconstructions in the 14th to 17th centuries. It has been constructed to defend Dubrovnik from Venetian rule. Legend says the people of Dubrovnik built the fortress in just 3 months to prevent the Venetians from erecting their own stronghold on the same spot. Above the main entrance is the famous Latin inscription Non benem pro toto libertas, venditur auro, which means freedom is not well sold for all the gold in the world. The walls of Dubrovnik are one of the best preserved medieval fortification systems in Europe. Surrounding the Old Town of Dubrovnik, they are the city's most famous attraction and a symbol of its historic independence. The walls are very thick. In some places, the walls are up to 6 meters thick on the land side, designed to withstand attacks. They stretch almost 2 kilometers. The walls run for about 1,940 meters around the entire Old Town. Impressive height. At their tallest points, the walls reach around 25 meters high. Forts and towers protected the city. The wall system includes several fortresses and towers, including the famous Fort Lovrenac and Minčeta Tower. Despite many threats from enemies such as the Ottoman Empire, the city walls were never successfully destroyed by enemy forces. The Old Town of Dubrovnik, including its walls, became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. Parts of the walls were used as filming locations for the TV show Game of Thrones, where Dubrovnik represented King's Landing. Visiting tips. Go early or late. The walls get very crowded in summer. Try visiting before 9 a.m. or near sunset for fewer people and softer lighting for photos. Wear comfortable shoes. There are lots of steps and uneven stone paths, so trainers or comfortable shoes help. Bring water. Walking the whole wall takes about 1 to 2 hours, and there's little shade during the day. Entrance is through Old Town gates. Most visitors start near Pile Gate, the main entrance to the Old Town. In 1667, a devastating earthquake hit Dubrovnik, damaging much of the city, but large sections of the walls remain standing. I am going to tell you some facts about Dubrovnik. It is often called the Pearl of the Adriatic because of its beautiful coastal location and historic Old Town. The Old Town of Dubrovnik became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979 due to its well-preserved medieval architecture. For centuries, Dubrovnik was the center of the powerful Republic of Ragusa, a wealthy trading republic. Cars are not allowed inside the Old Town, so visitors explore it entirely on foot. In 1667, a huge earthquake destroyed many buildings in the city, but much of Dubrovnik was rebuilt in the same historic style. Inside the Franciscan monastery is a pharmacy that has been operating since 1317, making it one of the oldest in Europe. The streets of Dubrovnik's Old Town are made from smooth limestone, which becomes shiny and reflective from centuries of walking. Dubrovnik sits near several beautiful islands, including Lokrum, which is only about 10 minutes away by boat. Juro Politica was a famous Croatian painter and was a well-known 20th century artist. He was born in 1922 in Bosanka, a small village near Dubrovnik. Many of his paintings show the landscape, colors, and scenery of Dubrovnik. He worked for many years in a studio located in the fortress of St. John inside the Dubrovnik walls. Today, his former studio inside the walls is an exhibition space where visitors can see artwork. He had more than 50 solo exhibitions and many group exhibitions in Croatia and abroad. He lived most of his life in Dubrovnik and died there in 2006. From the walls, you get a full view of Dubrovnik's orange terracotta rooftops, narrow streets, and historic buildings. On the outer side of the walls, you can see the deep blue Adriatic Sea stretching to the horizon. From several points on the walls, you can clearly see Lokrum, a small green island just about 600 meters from the city. The walls overlook Dubrovnik's historic port near Pluj Gate, where ships once arrived to trade with the city. Sunset from the sea-facing walls is famous because the sun reflects on the limestone walls and rooftops, creating a golden glow. Walking the entire wall gives complete panoramic views of the sea, city, harbor, and surrounding landscape. The views from the Dubrovnik walls are often ranked among the most beautiful historic city views in Europe. The rector's palace was the political center of the city when Dubrovnik was ruled by the Republic of Ragusa. The palace was where the rector, the head of the republic, lived and worked during his 1 month term in office. While serving, the rector had to stay inside the palace and could only leave for official duties. The building combines Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture due to several reconstructions over time. Parts of the palace were destroyed by a gunpowder explosion in 1435 and later damaged during the 1667 earthquake. Today, the palace is part of the Dubrovnik Museums and displays historic furniture, paintings, and artifacts from Dubrovnik's past. The palace stands in Luja Square, one of the most important squares in the city.